This Bitcoin breakout is far from being over, and on today's update video, I'm gonna be discussing my exact price targets where I am aiming for my $1.6 million Bitcoin trade. I'm gonna be talking about the most important levels of support and resistance, the reasons why Bitcoin is pumping, and many more important charts and signals which are currently flashing, which is clearly telling us something about what is going to be happening next in this market. So this, including the spot Bitcoin ETF and many other charts, will be getting discussed on today's update video. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content, because I have got a lot of stuff to discuss on today's update video. So we'll be trying to keep it as short as possible. So first of all, on the 4-hourly time frame, Bitcoin has managed to be breaking above two of the most important levels of resistance, and actually also bounced from this previous level, which we retested as support. And if I'm going to be looking at this consolidation phase, the next big level of resistance in this entire trend is going to be laying somewhere around $67,000, which previously around provided massive amounts of support and resistance. And really the point where we broke below that level was the point where the big downtrend got initiated, and now we almost completely pushed all the way back up towards that exact level again. And then quickly, before going further in towards the content, at the end of this week, the spot Ethereum ETF is expected to get accepted, and it's starting to go live for trading on Tuesday. So yes, this could also be a reason why Bitcoin is pushing up, and this could also be a reason for Bitcoin to push even higher at the end of this week. So make sure to keep close attention towards this very important news, which is going to get released later this week. And personally, I do also really believe that this is one of the reasons why Bitcoin is bouncing towards the upside. So also here on the 12-hour time frame, we can clearly see we broke the downtrend. We broke above this very important horizontal level of support. Bitcoin is back right now, and we broke above this very important level of support. And just like the last time, once we broke above it, we actually retested that level and then started to see the push up higher. So if Bitcoin were to come back, retest $62,000, it is not necessarily going to be bearish for Bitcoin, because that would be only an opportunity for Bitcoin to push even higher from off that point onwards. And just like you can see in all these recoveries in the past, no recovery goes in a straight line towards the upside. So if Bitcoin were to be seeing any correction downwards back towards 61 or $62,000, it is ultimately only going to be a good thing for Bitcoin. And yeah, on the daily time frame, guys, we're breaking out of the falling wedge pattern. And the falling wedge pattern, I discussed it so many times while we were trading on the lower side. Many people were ignoring me. Many people were saying, why are you talking about this pattern? It's not an important pattern. But just like I said many times before, the falling wedge pattern is one of the most important patterns to be watching in especially a bull market, because this is a typical bullish bias continuation pattern. And since we created such a big lag towards the upside, it is only going to be more than likely that this one is also going to continue towards the upside. So the price target for this pattern is laying somewhere around $71,000 to $73,000. I also have set my first take profit target for this exact trade, which is currently in $300,000 in profit, around that exact level. So yeah, whenever I'm going to be taking profits on my trade, I'm going to be notifying you. But later in this video, I'm going to be going a little bit more in depth about how I'm going to, of course, take profit with this exact trade here. But first, I want to be pointing out the super trend indicator has flipped bullish again here. And I mean, just like we did over here on the super trend daily time frame, we flipped bullish. And just like we did over here on the super trend time frame, we're flipping bullish. We saw some very big continuations towards the upside. I mean, yeah, over here we didn't really saw one, but like most of the times, once the super trend is flipping bullish, we tend to see some very explosive price action. And that is also the thing that could be happening again here, including the fact that currently, if I'm going to be looking at the daily time frame and at this time around the EMA ribbon, we can see that, of course, the daily EMA ribbon is still bearish, but we just broke above it. And just like we did over here on this massive downtrend here, guys, we were getting suppressed. We broke above the daily EMA ribbon. We consolidated a bit, and that was just moments before we took off here. So yes, as well, Bitcoin on the daily time frame is looking quite good. And even what gets me more excited is that yesterday on the spot Bitcoin ETF, guys, we saw over $422 million inflows. And yeah, we're hitting new all-time highs in terms of cumulative flows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And this is just massive for the market. While most people are panicking, the spot Bitcoin ETFs are still buying more and more and more. And you can see that right now we're in a significant uptrend again on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And that is just a very good thing overall for the market, because this is of course allowing a lot of buying pressure to re-enter. So yeah, I think we're going to be seeing much more upside coming for Bitcoin. And I mean, I was saying this on that exact bottom right here. And just like I said also on the exact bottom, I was opening up a new Bitcoin trade here. I also said that it was the bottom and that Bitcoin was going to be going higher. So many people were not believing me. So many people were angry and basically placing very meaningful comments. And I mean, it's funny to see this in hindsight that I have been right once again with my trade. I mean, every single trade I have taken on the channel for the past 1.5 or 2 years has been profitable. And I don't take a lot of trades. I clearly do know that. But once I do take a trade, I make tons of money, just like I do with this trade right here. $300,000 freaking dollars in profit with just one trade, guys. We are not messing around here. And to show you what my take profit strategy is right now here, I'm going to be taking full take profit around $88,000 and I'm going to take 50% profit around $72,000. So if I hit both my take profit targets, I'm going to be looking in $800,000 in profit, which is of course extremely nice. Guys, if you want to be trading yourself as well, there is an insane deposit bonus right now running, because if you right now press on this link on today's video, you can currently get a free $500 trade on Bybit. And all you need to do to claim this trade here is basically press on that link in the description of today's video, sign up an account on Bybit, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you could be claiming the free $500 airdrop position. So make sure to check it out to be claiming it. It's extremely valuable, and that way you can also start getting into trading and make significant profits, because my entire crypto journey, it started with trading and now it made my living. I can live from it, and that is of course a very nice thing to be having. So at the same time, while we're looking at all these charts, if we're looking at the background, guys, we can see that currently there's still more than $10 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations laying around $72,000. And I said this while we were trading on the lower side. I said the reason why I'm going to be opening up this trade is because there's more and more liquidity being built up above us, and we're far lower from it at that point. So the risk was most certainly lower. And now still we're pushing back up here, but I can guarantee you guys, I mean, of course I can't guarantee you anything, but the chances that Bitcoin is going to come back towards $72,000 is extremely, extremely big here. And we're going to be most likely taking out that liquidity. So that is why my price target remained to be sitting at $72,000 as first target, and my second target is $88,000, because yesterday I started to be looking at the charts. I was looking closely towards it. First of all, we're seeing that that falling wedge breakout. But if you're just looking at that chart for Bitcoin right now here, we're looking at a very similar consolidation phase, just like we had in the previous bull market. Guys, things are looking so extremely strong here. You are on the daily time frame. You're seeing this downward sloping consolidation, and you're seeing that downtrend currently getting broken. That very strong reaction towards the upside. Millions and millions of dollars getting bought through the spot Bitcoin ETFs. At the same time, Bitcoin is holding up above $50,000 for over, what is it, like 140 days right now here. We're consolidating sideways for over 140 days below all-time highs. Guys, this consolidation is looking ultimately extremely bullish here, and we are truly at that calm before the storm, calm before the next all-time high for Bitcoin, calm before that next bull market on Bitcoin, which is inevitably going to be coming. And with the largest wealth managers all over the world saying that Bitcoin is digital gold, I don't believe anything else here anymore, guys. And I mean, we're creating a massive bull flag pattern, and whenever this bull flag pattern is going to be breaking out, this could ultimately be that next move towards $100,000 or $80,000. I think the next resistance, if we're just going to be zooming out here, placing a Fibonacci extension on the chart for Bitcoin, I think that the ultimate target is $170,000. But if I'm going to be looking at some extension levels, first of all, $100,000 is a very interesting extension level, but also the $83,000 is going to be an interesting level to be paying attention towards. So yeah, I'm going to be looking closely towards these levels whenever we do break above new all-time highs. But yeah, just like I said, the daily time frame exactly bounced from that level I have been anticipating. This was, of course, the level I thought Bitcoin was going to be bouncing, and exactly bounced from it. And of course, I explained in many videos before, but you can see here in the previous bull markets that this was the level that was holding us up, and the moment we broke below it was the point we saw that big drop towards the downside. So I take these levels very seriously, and guys, I'm not messing around that I really do think Bitcoin is going to be going much, much higher. And that is also the reason why I'm currently holding this trade open, because I do actually believe it is going to be happening here. And while all this is happening, if we have been looking historically at July, if June has been a bearish month, July has been super bullish. And right now, the market is also becoming extremely greedy again. While last week we were extremely fearful due to the Germans selling their Bitcoin. But yeah, it is looking very good. Market is looking great, guys. This is it for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Guys, I'm loving it. I'm loving making this content. I'm loving doing this every single day, sharing my thoughts in the market. So if you could subscribe to the channel, it would be highly appreciated. And with that being said, see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.